Alright everyone, here we are, we're back, and this is going to be the last episode of this particular series of Dark Souls. It's not going to be the last one of all time or whatever, but this is going to be the last of this particular series. So be thinking about what you want to see for the next one. I have some ideas, and I may just go ahead and run through with what I think is going to be fun. But I do like to see your comments down below of what you would like to see in the next playthrough, what type of playthrough, and or if you would just like to see me do Demon Souls instead. So anyways, what we're doing right now, we're taking care of some last-minute business before we complete the game and go to New Game Plus, because, well, you know, you're gonna have to get everything done. Otherwise, you're back to square one. You can't go back and do it after you beat the final boss. Right now, I'm getting the Silver Serpent Ring, which I forgot to get last time I was in the Tomb of Giants. So if you warp there, and you just follow this path that I've been taking here, I'm kind of taking out some of the skeletons. You can technically run past all these guys, but I'm just taking it a little bit slow because I'm trying to, you know, make sure I know where it's at. And there's that little body. Once you find that little body, there's a path down here you can follow to. You can't see it unless you throw down a prism stone, but it's there. And as you can see, we landed on it. Now, right after we grab this ring, we're going to get attacked by a few things. So you just have to be quick and get away. So there we go. Got the covetous Silver Serpent Ring. And now we are ready to go. I can homeward bone out of here if I would like to. So what I'm going to show you guys is how to actually farm a lot of souls. And I showed you in an earlier video how to farm Titanite chunks. So I'm going to show you another way to farm Titanite chunks. But while you're doing that, also get a lot of souls in addition to the chunks that you're going to be getting. So what you're going to want is this Silver Serpent Ring, as well as the Symbol of Avarice, which is the helmet that gives you extra souls as well as extra item find whenever you equip it. Unfortunately, it does drain your health a little bit after you start using it. So right now I'm actually warping out of here, and I'm going to be heading to the next area, which is the Chamber of the Princess. And what we have to do here is just roll down, and then we're going to go kill the big giant golem looking things. So this could be a little bit difficult for some of you guys. If you don't have a weapon that can do enough damage, these are going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to show you the easiest way to do it. Right now I'm using some gear that I've upgraded you know, during the downtime in between videos. I've kind of done some farming and just went and bought the giant armor set from the giant blacksmith, which is the guy we've been going to you know, to get the twinkling titanite, and it's the guy that's literally in this area right here. So that's going to be the armor set with the best defense. Now, it doesn't have the best poise, but it does have a lot of poise. If you want more poise, you can go for Havel's set. So this one and Havel's are really good if you want some really heavy armor. Anyhow, what I'm going to be doing is just rolling down here. You're going to take quite a bit of damage. I've got a lot of health, so you actually have it, since it's a percentage of your health, then I'm going to have to usually use 2 Estus flasks in order to heal myself out, but it's not really a big deal right now. I'm going to be two-handing this weapon here. The best way, at least for this particular weapon, for me to kill these guys, I can kill them in 2 hits if I use the R2 attack. And every time they swing at you, you want to roll to the left, or potentially to the right, but I like to roll to the left because they have a shield on the right side, so you want to choose a weapon that can attack horizontally and from the left to the right, and that'll be the best chance of actually attacking these guys without hitting their shields. And sometimes you're going to get hit by that arrow. I've actually been doing these runs quite a bit. You'll see I'm at 93,000 souls, or 91,000 souls. Now, usually I don't get hit. I've gotten it down pretty well, but every once in a while I'll make a mistake. So I'm going to roll to the left. Oh, actually got in the middle of an attack, but it's okay. If you have enough poise, you're not going to get knocked down every single time you get hit. Usually the second attack will be the one that knocks you down. So ideally, when you're farming these guys, you want to have enough poise to handle that situation. So you just keep doing that over and over, and you'll be good. Make sure you don't go AFK when you have that helm on, because I did that and I lost about 150,000 souls. It was really sad. Anyhow, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to go upgrade my Pyromancy Flame. I've actually upgraded it to plus 15, and now you'll see I've got 255,000 souls. So I'm ready to go ahead, and I'm going to go talk to the vendor that allows me to upgrade my Pyromancy Flame even further. So you guys that are doing Pyromancy, I'll show you where to go. It's right over here. Now, I didn't realize this until I got here, but this chick will not show up if you haven't talked to her before you beat the Bed of Chaos fight, which I did, you know, in a previous video. You will not be able to see her, so I literally cannot talk to her until New Game Plus. So that sucks. Anyways, that was just a quick little detour. I wanted to show you guys a few things that I had to finish up before I decided to beat the game. Overall, though, I'm pretty good. I also, off screen, I went and farmed the Mask of the Mother. You'll see I'm wearing that. And you get that from farming those little mini pinwheels at Tomb of the Giants. So I've got that, as well as the Helm of the Father, which I kind of switch out depending on what I'm going to do. If I want to do a quick roll, I calculated out my armor sets just specifically to have enough to where I can use 2 pieces of the Giant's armor, and then I'll use the Hollow Soldier Waistcloth, which is actually really good because it has a very low weight requirement, but it also provides you with some poise. And poise is very important in this game, to not get staggered when you're being attacked by enemies, so that allows you to just sit there and swing through their attacks. And overall, it's just a very important stat in this game. So anyhow, I'm doing a medium set right now, so I've got on more pieces of the Giant set along with the Mask of the Mother, which gives me more HP. I've got about 1,700 health right now. It's a lot. So really, it's kind of a more of a PvP centric thing. You don't necessarily need a lot of HP if you're doing only PvE content, because ideally you should be just dodging a lot of stuff and blocking things and whatnot. But if you do have this much health, it just makes everything really easy. So I've made this playthrough, really easy on myself, and I did want to do some PvP, obviously from that last episode, and it's kind of a character that eventually, if I want to, I can go ahead and get him up to soul level 120, which is the standard PvP level, and go do some PvP after I get through New Game Plus. Anyhow, you'll see me just kind of running through here. This area is fairly simple at this point in the game. Obviously, these Black Knights are kind of tough early on for new characters, but after you've gotten to the point that I am at now, they shouldn't pose too much of a threat, as long as you understand their attacks, and you can either parry or just roll underneath their swings and stuff like that. And here's me really failing at parrying. You'll notice it took me like 3 or 4 tries. But also another thing to notice is that he hit me 3 times, but I never got staggered. I could have technically just been swinging at him the entire time, and it would not have been a problem. And that's part of the reason I like to have this giant armor set on, is because the giant amount of poise, as well as I didn't really take a lot of damage. That knight hits really hard, but I have a lot of armor, so with this fully upgraded set, it's just really, really good. Anyways, we're going to be heading down here, and there's just a few more guys. I don't normally kill all these, but I'm just kind of doing it for fun, giving me a little bit more time to chat with you guys, because the final fight of this area is actually really easy. I've beat him like only 2 times, because I don't, I've played the game a lot of times, but I usually just kind of mess around, and then I don't end up finishing the game. I'll just like do something in another area, or I don't want to go to New Game Plus because I want to just PvP or something like that. But overall, I've never had trouble with this fight. Oh, Black Knight Halberd, that's always nice. So, anyways, like I said, I've never had trouble with this fight. It's always been very easy for me. I don't know if I've ever died to him, to be honest, but he is pretty tough. I've seen people have issues with him, so we'll see. I'm probably going to die to him here now. Just seems to be an issue with this playthrough. For some reason, I'm just going full-on noob mode. So let's go ahead and activate some charcoal pine resin. That's going to give me an extra 80 fire damage onto my weapon here, which is plus 15, so it's already... Oh, oops. I was trying to use my Estus Flask, but I still had the charcoal on. Ouch. Dude, this guy he's serious. Alright, so I was trying to backstab. I couldn't remember if you can actually backstab this guy, but I guess you cannot. You can parry him, though, which is awesome if you're good at that sort of thing, which I'm getting just destroyed right now. Get away from me. Oh, crap. I was trying to block with my 2-hand mode, and that's going to destroy my endurance really fast. Okay, I got to get out of here. This guy's going to destroy me. Yeah, blocking is actually a really easy strat with this if you have enough stability on your shield. I did upgrade my Grass Crest shield, so it has a little bit of extra stability, but it's still not anywhere near as good as a lot of the other shields in the game. I don't know. Oh, no! I actually got grabbed by that? Wow. I don't remember ever being hit by that. That's actually pretty cool, though. Well, this is fun to see. Well, there you guys go. You can see that he's actually a little bit difficult. Well, let's go ahead and put on a light armor set. I believe this time, if I do a light armor set, it'll be much easier. So I'm going to go ahead for Mask of the Father, and I've calculated this just right. With the Havel's Ring and with my 40 Endurance and the Ring of Favor and Protection, I can do Mask of the Father, giant armor, giant gloves, and then the those boots, and that works just well enough with the shield and the scythe that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and skip forward. I just ran past everything here. Pop some, well, I didn't mean to pop humanity. I was trying to pop my, trying to pop something else here. I'm trying to get charcoal pine resin on there. And I'm doing that instead of power within. You can only do one or the other, but I think it actually may be doing more damage than power within. I'm not sure exactly how much damage power within adds. I would have to do some, I guess, some calculations or whatever. But we're going to do this here. We're going to go strong attack, and we're going to do the double swing, because that does about 1,000 damage to this guy. It's really strong. So what we need to do is try and roll underneath his strikes, and we'll definitely not get grabbed by that crap again. And, oh, he does like to do that jump back thing. He's got a really long range jump back. I wish I could jump back that far. I'm going to try and, man, ugh, that was a bad job of parrying. Like, I mean, I've never tried to parry this guy, so I don't have, oh, crap. That could have been bad. Try to use Estus again, but didn't have it selected. That's definitely important. Oh, there we go. There's the parry and stab you in the gut. It looks like I just, like, stabbed him right in the dick. I don't know. That's terrible. Alright, so there's another 1-2 punch, and he's pretty much dead. I'm just gonna come back here. He looks like he's stuck behind the pillar once again, so I'm gonna... Whoa, no, he was not! Whoopsie. That's okay. He doesn't do enough damage for me to really worry about it. Well, he's low enough. I'm just gonna swing at him until he dies. I am pretty much at that point there, so. Not so bad, guys. That is it. That is the end. Now, there are two choices you can make here in this particular game. You can actually leave the area and get the Dark Lord ending, or you can link the flames, you can link the fire, and that'll allow you to actually get another ending, I guess the ending that Frampt wants you to get, and then if you leave, that's the one that Koth wants you to do, where you bring darkness to the land. So we're going to go ahead and do that one, just in case some of you guys beat this game and didn't realize that you could do this. You know, instead of linking the fire, you go straight up here. But that is it, guys. That is my playthrough for the, the first time through. Next up is going to be the New Game Plus playthrough, if I decide to do that one on this character, or I could do a playthrough with like a new character and do like a Faith build or an Int build or something like that. I do kind of want to do a Demon Souls playthrough eventually. I'm just going to have to defer to whether you guys are interested in that or not. Another thing that I have been kind of interested in doing is a low-level PvP character where I just invade people around like level 15 or maybe go up to level 25 and just try and do some invasions at Sin's Fortress and some invasions and just, the little low-level areas, maybe the Undead Parish. That's kind of fun. I'll just get some sort of weapon like the Quelog Fury Sword and go kind of goof around and do some PvP. Every once in a while you'll get people that are actually decked out and they're going to whoop your butt. And that's kind of part of the fun of it, is just goofing off with new players. Like you kind of test them to see if they're strong or not. If they don't know what they're doing, you maybe switch and like start punching them and things like that. So there could be a lot of fun with that sort of playthrough if you guys are interested in some PvP type stuff, as well as how to set up a character for that low level area. Overall, there's a lot of options. That's the cool thing about Dark Souls, is that there's so much replayability involved in it, and there's so many things you can do. You can do speed runs, you can try and do like challenge runs, level 1 runs through stuff. You can, try out all the different builds, and so far I've had the game. I've played many hours, and I'm still entertained, and there's still a lot of stuff that I have to learn about the game. Obviously, if you've watched this playthrough all the way through, you notice that I'm not perfect. I'm not like those guys that play this stuff all day and are just, they know every single little nook and cranny of every dodge. I just kind of have fun, and every once in a while I know what to do, but I don't always execute perfectly, and I don't know, I like it that way. It's really fun. The game remains challenging, and that's cool. So anyhow, that's pretty much it. So I hope you really enjoyed this run. This is the first time I actually completed a full walkthrough or playthrough of anything. I'm always really bad about that. So thank you guys for sticking around. I'll see you around next time. This is Colby Cheese. Peace out.